Since Spain ceded Guam during the Treaty of Paris on December 10, 1898, Guam has been recognized as a territory of the United States of America. In the 1980s, the people of Guam tried to change their political status as an unincorporated territory. The vote taken favored Commonwealth status, with statehood coming in second. Guam's political leaders supported Commonwealth because it was a more flexible option that could lead to either statehood or independence. However, Guam's Commonwealth never passed the U.S. Congress. Regardless, Guam still continues to pursue their right for self-determination today. For this video, we interviewed two Republican political candidates. We interviewed Senator Aline Yamashita and Congressional candidate Frank Blas Jr. In these interviews, you will hear their opinions of what self-determination is and its meaning for Guam.
My vision on self-determination is one that our people will have an opportunity to be able to decide what their relationship will be with the United States, and more importantly, what their relationship will be with the rest of the world. I see that over the next couple of years, there is going to be an active, will continue to be an active movement on being able to educate the people of Guam on what this whole process is, what it's about, and what the options are for determining, helping to determine what ultimately what our political status will be and how we'll be identified by the world.
First vision is everyone needs to understand that this is something you really need to engage in, right? The second part of that vision is to have a process kick in. The process is, what is it you think is best for Guam as we look into our future? And so the vision is for our people to decide that. The benefits are that the people will be empowered to make a decision about the way we are and the way we shall be. The option of choice, the option of being responsible for what we do is incredibly important.
The benefits that it'll bring is it'll open up the opportunities for not just for economic development, but also social development. It's begrudgingly slow, and for some of it is intended, some of it is purposeful, but some of it is just because, you know, fact of the matter, this takes money. And, you know, we just don't have the money to be able to move forward. And when you don't have the money, a lot of the interest is waned. And I'm glad to see that there's a resurgence and there's people now becoming more and more interested in this thing, in being able to deal with this issue. Because we can't go another 20 years, you know, with this issue unresolved. It's got to be resolved.
The political status question for me really focuses a lot on our numbers. So the controversial point that I was getting to is, I think that if we join hands with everyone across the Micronesia, right, everybody LAS, Republic of Palau, and, you know, everybody that's already determined their political status, if we join hands, great miles of ocean, great miles of land, and we came together and we unified, CNMI, I just think we might be able to say we are a people who make a difference.
I believe that the best, in as far as our political status, is a closer tie and a closer relationship with the United States. I think they're dragging their feet. You know, several years ago there was a comment that was made by an individual in Washington, D.C. that so long as you can continue to, you know, Guam's definition or the relationship with Guam and the United States, if you can keep it as ambiguous as possible, it helps the United States more than it helps Guam. Okay? So while it was just the opinion of one individual, you know, I hope that that's not the mindset, and we you know, that of the rest of those individuals that are charged with leading our nation.
Well, I think the United States of America, through their action or non-action in Congress, has made it fairly clear that they're comfortable with where we are. Over and over again, it seems Congressman Blas, Congressman Underwood had, forwarded or introduced the Commonwealth Act that the people had said that they wanted, and it obviously hasn't passed. again, it's a number thing, but it's also, I think, that they're comfortable with our relationship.
Both senators have their own opinions of Guam's right for self-determination. They believe that having a closer tie with the United States will be beneficial to Guam. However, this is the opinion of only 2 people. Many others have their own thoughts of Guam's right for self-determination. After 20 years, Guam is still pushing forward for self-determination. And it may not be progressing as fast as we want it to, but it will not stop. The people will continue to fight until this issue is resolved.